Alright, welcome back everybody to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike. Hope y'all are having a great day today. It's a little rainy here. It's really rainy here. Um, let's see. This is my weekly pickup for new comics coming out July 7th, 2021. Technically today is the 6th because here in Houston they do release DC on Tuesday. So this is just what I picked up for DC. Everything else, Marvel, all the indies will be tomorrow. I don't read these out of respect for the people that can't get these, so I wait just like y'all. I just go out and get them. And also I got there's a half price next door, so I picked up a couple little things. So I'm going to go over it real quick. The Conjuring, The Lover, this is, I think it was cover A, but this is issue number 2. And I like these VHS, homage covers from the 80s. Crush and Lobo, number 2. I went with the variant cover. I really love the art on this cover. I actually liked cover A more. I like both of them, but I kind of went with this one. I love the planet in the background. I mean, all the detail that's up there is just amazing. A good preview to something, if y'all have not yet watched it, Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 is out. It was a great watch. 2 thumbs up. Next up we have Batman The Adventure Continues, the Season 2, Issue 2. I went with cover A. Most of these are cover A, just because it is a huge week. This was a lot of money for new comics. The next Batman, Second Son, issue 404. I went all out this week. I kind of tried to pick up everything I could that I was into. I didn't want to miss anything this week. That's the last issue of 404, and hopefully, if you can tell by the cover, he's getting his costume, Batcave, Batmobile, whatever they're gonna give him. Suicide Squad number 5. I just like this cover. Feels a lot like the Suicide Squad movie that's about to come out, with peace cover on the front. Next up, this was chosen by a friend that was at the LCS with me, and he told me to go with this cover. I actually wanted to go with the regular or the Pride cover, and so I spent the extra $1 and got this cover. I do like this cover. It's very nice. I like the earthy tones that they used with the metal. Very nice. Next up, a big spec book and a big book on everybody's list, but Nice House on the Lake. This is book 2 or issue 2, but it says book 2. But I went with cover A. I went with cover A the first time. I like the art. It's very surreal and realistic. Justice League number 64. I went with cover A. I thought this cover was pretty dope, and there was a lot going on there, and I hope that's all the new people that are supposed to be in this, because there's supposed to be a bunch of first appearances. Next up, big book, Batman fan, but Batman 110, and I went with Mr. Jock's cover, the variant cover on this one. This was the cover I wanted, and I went after. I don't have any Jock covers, so that's a first for me in my new collection. It was a little pricey, $5.99. Next up are just dollar bin buys that I got. So I've been trying out, different stuff, but I found, let's see, issue number 1 of Dynamo Joe, and I really dug the art on this. I don't know anything about Dynamite Joe. It's from First Comics Limited, 1 of 3. So right here I found issue number 2. Of Dynamite Joe, and it's 2 of 3. I don't know anything about it, but I really thought the cover was really dope. I dug the art, especially this tiger guy down here. I really liked him. I found this. I do love The Shadow. I grew up with that movie in the late 80s, early 90s with Alec Baldwin, but he is a long stay in the comic book world. This will be a first for me. I've never actually gotten to read The Shadow. So I found this. It was DC's The Shadow Strikes, number 1, The Dark Avenger Returns, for $1. It looks a lot nastier than it is because it's in this nasty bag, and it looks like the bag hasn't changed in like 20 years. I don't know. But I found issue number 2 as well, The Shadow Strikes. I really like this cover. I think this was the cover I found first, and then I found this one. I do like this cover too, but they're just different art on both covers. Next up, I ran next door. Half price. I really went there for the quarter comics to do more of the DIY sticker stuff. I was looking for different paper, but you know, don't be like, oh, he didn't find it. I did. You know, you can't. But so I got Plastic Man number 1, a very clean copy of. I guess this is the '04. It came out. I like Plastic Man. I always have. I have a big love for DC, if y'all can't tell, and you know, it's like, well, you know, I do have favorite characters, but I mean, there's so many, and I love. I mean, they just both Marvel and DC have very good, you know, characters to fall in love with. So I found these, and I don't have a lot of Todd McFarlane, even though he's one of my gods and my loves and inspirations, and I love all his art. So I found these, Infinite Ink. This is number 27, and it's a really, you know, very nice copy. One second. Alright, I had a mystery guest. I'm sorry about that. Next up, I have Infinity Ink number 25, and that was number 27. I rarely ever see Todd McFarlane stuff in the wild, so to find 2 pretty good covers. This one does have a crease right here, and I mean, it's pressable. You know, it's not that bad, but you know, I'll take that all day long, people. So these are the quarter ones. I got StarCraft number 1. I do like StarCraft. I love the very first game that came out. I was a huge player of it, and the second one that came out. I've been trying to read Grendel forever. My whole life, pretty much. I don't understand Grendel, so I found issue number 19. And it is a wraparound. I will get that sticker off because I mean, something with the Comico, they use nice glossy. So I'm looking for different papers, different quality of papers. But I had found Elf Lord number 1. I can't see which issue this is because the sticker is covering it up. But this is Elfenheim. I've seen Elf Lord my whole life. I keep seeing. Oh, this is number 3 of 4 of Elfenheim. Elfheim. I don't know. For a quarter, and I always dug that art. I mean, it's, you know, he always had like an elfy feel to him, that long face. I don't know anything about these, but DC new format, The Wanderers. This is issue number 10, and I just picked up this one because of the other one. I mean, this cover's alright. I like the sexy lady. You know, she reminds me of the 80s. You know, maybe a Studio 54, you know, kind of thing. But this is a more like a paper style book. I mean, besides this, it does have one little tear, but other than that, this is a really clean copy, you know. But I really dug this cover. I mean, the way she's like, you know, laid out on the floor like she's crawling, or, you know, stuck in snow. I don't know anything about this, but this is issue number 9 of The Wanderers, another quarter comic. And I just really dug this cover, so I'm hoping to get that quarter off and that quarter sticker off nice. Another one I don't know anything about. This is Continuity Comics. It's a number 1. This is Jason Creeder's Toy Boy, and I just like the art on the cover. It does say it's got an advertisement for this Samaree number 1. I don't know. I know this one's easy to get off. That other Comico was pretty easy, but I mean, it just, you know, I mean, it's a number 1. I'll give it a read, see what it's about. You know, maybe one day I'll put a whole bunch of these quarter comic reviews in one little, you know, review bundle. I don't know, but that's everything I found. That's DC Comics. I mean, you know, I know there was some I missed just because I'm not really picking up Superman, Green Lantern. But I mean, for new comics that came out, just DC alone, that's a lot of books, you know. I hope you have a great one. Get out there and get some comics. You know, hug a person that's into comics. We need some love too, and we're overlooked. You know, I don't know. You have a good one. Hope you all have a really good one. Stay out of that rain, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.